I often think about why Bruce Wayne is such an inspirational character. Why do we as young men look up to him so much and idolize him over other superheroes? I think it's safe to say it's because he doesn't have powers, because he's human, because he's like us. Despite Bruce Wayne's wealth, his all-powerful gadgets, and his ability to fight harder and swing higher than no man ever has or ever will, he is still, after everything, just a man. And I think it is this fact that inspires us so much. So what is the Batman arc? And how do you start yours? Batman is just a man who took the pain of his youth and transformed it into a mission for justice. He is the epiphany each of us hope for. That our greatest tragedy is actually an opportunity to punch harder, to swing higher, to solve all the intricate mysteries that life throws at us, to walk as Batman walks among legends. Years ago, when both of Bruce Wayne's parents were murdered in front of him through a botched robbery, his fun-loving side perished. But instead of letting the pain that this caused destroy him, he used it as motivation. Motivation to face his demons head-on and destroy them. Bruce Wayne would stop at nothing. He made a promise to himself that he would push himself to make sure that nobody else would ever suffer the same fate he did as a powerless young child. This is the first step in the Batman arc. Although not all of us have gone through the experience of having our entire families killed in front of us, I think it's safe to say that as humans, we've all had our fair share of pain, setbacks, loss, and feelings of powerlessness. Now, I don't know what you're going through right now. Perhaps a harsh breakup, failing grades, getting rejected, or getting laid off, or even the loss of a loved one. But one thing that I do know is this. It is safe to say as a human, you have experienced hardship in your life. And this is very similar to Bruce Wayne. You may have a feeling of powerlessness, but this is only temporary. Just think, as powerless as you feel now, just imagine what Bruce was feeling after both of his parents were murdered right in front of him, as he could do nothing to stop it. This is where the next stage of your Batman arc begins. Bruce Wayne decided that if he was going to take the fight directly to those who challenged law and order, then he would need to leave Gotham and undergo years of training. This did not happen overnight. His parents were killed when he was only 8 years old, and he didn't become Batman until he was 26, meaning it took him 18 years to reach this goal. And even once he was Batman, he hadn't truly fully reached this goal. This was just the beginning. 18 years of honing his body and mind, 18 years of studying, 18 years of failures, 18 years of perfecting meditation, psychology, ninjutsu, tracking targets, martial arts, and criminology. And even after all of this, he still wasn't Batman. Bruce Wayne dressed in plain clothes on his first patrol. Unintimidated, the criminals fought back. Bruce knew that he could only tame the city when his mere reputation was enough to demoralize his foes. He realized that he had to be a frightening figure, someone who struck from the shadows. Inspired by his greatest fear, bats, Bruce seized the notion of creating a mysterious Batman to strike fear into the hearts of the cowardly and superstitious. Gotham is a big city and he couldn't be everywhere at once. But with fear, he was able to keep the lawbreakers afraid because they couldn't know where he was. And eventually, this Batman character began to consume Bruce Wayne's life to the point where Bruce Wayne no longer truly existed. In his own words, 2 years of nights have turned me into a nocturnal animal. This is what your Batman arc needs to be. You need to use your pain and past trauma to push you to the beginning of your Batman arc. Train hard, study, learn, and create your Batman character arc. Push yourself away from the 8-year-old, powerless child as Bruce Wayne did, and become the powerful, charismatic leader that Bruce Wayne turned himself into. Work on things like psychology, building your mental and physical strength. Build your wealth and power to the point where you're able to achieve the same things that Bruce Wayne did. And don't stop until you do. This is a journey that takes decades to even begin. And only once you finish this can you begin the next stage of your Batman arc, which ties into the previous one. And that is to face your demons and defeat them once and for all. The Joker is the ideal adversary to someone who's spent their entire life trying to contain the mayhem in Gotham City, since he is bright, colorful, and chaotic. This is in direct contrast to Batman's persona. Batman, who likes to maintain order, who is dark, gloomy, and driven. The Joker easily eludes capture in Arkham. His crimes are extravagant and creative, and they often feature amusing objects that have been given deadly twists. Now, everyone who is close to Bruce Wayne has experienced the cruelty of the Joker. The second Robin, Jason Todd, was beaten to death by the Joker. Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, was shot in the spine by the Joker. Bruce Wayne is affected by every single crime that the Joker commits, yet he refuses to cross the line that separates him from the murderers of Gotham City, murderers like the Joker. And it is this battle between Batman and the Joker that truly defines his character arc. You see, the Joker represents everything that we need to fight and push against. He is the epitome of evil. He's cruel, unjust, and chaotic. As far as self-improvement goes, in your Batman arc, the Joker represents things like instant gratification, eating shitty food, wasting time on stupid things like social media or video games, and anything along the lines of these activities. Things that are making your life worse. See, in order to complete your Batman arc, you need to face the Joker. And you need to defeat your version of him. And even though it's hard, you must never cross the line that separates you from the Joker. It is true that you must relentlessly beat your version of the Joker. Not until he stops fighting back, but until he's completely unconscious. Whether that be through working out, meditating, or perfecting your craft in whatever subject you choose. But the Joker will always be a part of you, and you can never truly kill him. And you must never truly kill him. The fact that he is always a part of you is quite frankly a good thing. Because without the Joker, there is no Batman. And without your demons, there is nothing to fight against. And there is nothing to perfect or to improve on. Now, it doesn't matter how many times Bruce Wayne defeats the Joker, or how many times the Joker is able to escape Arkham or evade capture. Because every time this happens, it gives Batman a chance to fight his demons and avenge his parents. Even though it might seem like to him that he's failing his parents every time he lets the Joker escape, this just isn't the case. And this is never the case when we fail, or we let our demons escape. Because just like Bruce Wayne, we're only human. If you enjoyed this video, and you'd like to learn more about Bruce Wayne, I made a video about how to become Bruce Wayne using 6 pillars, and I'll link it here. If you'd like to see more content, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I also have a Discord community full of people looking to improve themselves. If you'd like to join this community, I'll leave the link in the bio. And now to end the video with a quote. There are no good deaths, but there are good lives. Let's try to live one of those. Bruce Wayne.